Well, let's give you a wrap now of the week in Tongaat as we're joined in Durban by a reporter for the Witness, Jonathan Erasmus. He's investigated and written extensively on the story. Jonathan, a very good evening to you and welcome. So at the end of this week, are we any closer to questioning Mr. Jay Singh?
Well, he's enlisted the help of a public relations company now called DC Communications. They seem to be talking on his behalf. They released a statement last night, and in the statement they did mention that Mr. Singh himself was almost a victim of the collapse at Tongaat. He was on site apparently and left shortly afterwards. They said they wouldn't say anything further at this point, and we also spoke to his legal representation. They said they wouldn't make any legal comments until the investigation was complete.
How many court cases is he facing right now?
Well, there's obviously the one that took place today with the Phoenix residents. There is the one with the eThekwini municipality too, over the failure to adhere to the court order. Those are the two that I'm aware of. There have been court cases this year involving another project that he didn't get, Cornubia, which is a massive development north of Durban. However, he eventually took them to court and he was allowed to get the contract, to get the tender. So I'm sure more will start coming out. It seems while he's in the limelight, a lot of people are starting to come forward and really put their woes against him, if they have anything against him.
I think it was the very first statement that was issued by Mr. Singh in which he promised to help those who had been injured. Has any of that assistance been forthcoming?
We asked him that very question last night. Well, not him directly, of course. We went first through his lawyer, who didn't want to comment, and then through the PR company. And they didn't make any kind of statement that said they would be rushing out to go and help these people. I'm sure it's in his mind. I can't possibly think that he wouldn't want to go and assist and wouldn't want to give himself some good PR. But nothing has been openly said that they will take full responsibility for the people that are injured there. That's the state's problem, really. The state's got to, through workman compensation, has to look after all of this.
All right, Jonathan, the site itself, what has been happening there today?
Been very quiet. You know, they're moving very slowly. They have got all sorts of equipment down there and they're moving piece by piece. There's still the idea that there's still a person buried underneath there. It's yet to be proven if someone is there, but someone is missing. So it's a very slow and arduous process as they slowly try and find what else they can find. But the movement, unlike Tuesday and Wednesday where it was rapid and very quick, we've certainly kind of started seeing a slowdown in pace in the recovery process.
It is a crime scene, yet there has been talk of this entire structure being demolished.
Yes, well, the municipality came out quite strong. The municipal manager, he came out quite strong and said they want this mall to be demolished. They said they have every right to demolish this mall. And they said there's even been a precedent set. I can't remember which precedent, but he says there is a precedent set that allows them to demolish this mall. Of course, the Department of Labour have also condemned the scene and they are not allowing construction to continue. It seems that all the gears are in place to finally bring this more down to the ground. However, I do see an appeal on the way. I don't see it being that cut and dry. I don't see it happening before or within the next few weeks as quickly as I suppose a news person would like it to happen. But it's certainly going to drag on for a while.
As far as the awarding of the contract is concerned and the eThekwini Council, still a lot of ducking and diving over the past 48 hours.
Well, yesterday we were informed that they were awarded another tender for about just over 100 million. So yes, certainly a lot of ducking and diving, a lot of embarrassment that seems to be setting in. Everyone seems to be shifting the blame at this point. And right now, the council certainly got the upper hand. Once again, they've put all their checks and balances in place, and they can certainly come across as saying it's not really our fault. We were bullied to do this. Now, that's a strange argument to say, because that in essence is saying that if you have enough money and sue the council enough times, they will be obliged to give you contracts. And that doesn't make sense. So yes, certainly a lot of ducking and diving taking place.
Let me just get this one clear again. This Gralia Construction, after this accident, has been awarded another contract, which you're saying is worth 100 million rand.
It was made public yesterday. The contract was actually awarded in October. It's for Cornubia, the Cornubia project, once again, just north of Durban. Yeah, and it came out yesterday in a committee meeting at eThekwini. It's caused an uproar, of course. It's saying, how can we do this? We've got this company that's been lambasted in reports, it's been lambasted in the press. There's people coming forward saying the work is shoddy, yet the council continues to send the tenders their way. And in fact, the municipal manager said they may even be eligible for another 250 million rand tender at least on the Conubia project later this year. They say their hands are tied. They say the lawsuits are, they cannot advance before the courts, and because Grolio comes with a low tender each and every time, they by default should be awarded the tender.
Something to take one's breath away. Reporter for The Witness in KwaZulu-Natal, Jonathan Erasmus, thank you very much for joining us.
News that moves. eNCA.com.